stolen right off of trains. If your UPS or Amazon package hasn't arrived, it might be somewhere here in this mess, discarded on the Union Pacific Railroad track near downtown LA. As freight trains slow down and come to a halt, thieves leap on board with bolt cutters, open giant containers, and take whatever they want. This is what they leave behind, all these boxes, some empty, some not. Look, this box was full of COVID home testing kits, a precious product, tough to buy at many pharmacies. This bag held a bunch of UPS packages bound for homes across America. This Amazon envelope wasn't even open. Thieves just tossed it away. Some of these boxes contain retail goods bound for America's empty store shelves. This track strewn with boxes stretches as far as you can see in both directions. This entire area was cleaned up in mid-December, which means that all of this came from train robberies in just the last month. And these are UPS and Amazon packages bound for all over the U.S. I see Everett, Washington. I see Portland, Oregon, Phoenix, Arizona, Stockton, California, on and on and on. So what are cops doing? This video shows a police officer chasing suspects off the tracks, but he didn't make an arrest. A Union Pacific spokesman told Inside Edition, while criminals are being caught and arrested, charges are reduced to a misdemeanor or petty offense. The person is back on the streets in less than 24 hours after paying a nominal fine. In fact, criminals boast to our officers that there is no consequence. And the 21st century version of the Great Train Robbery goes on and on. Trading news. Look for
All right, take a look at this. What do you think here, the aftermath? It looks like a cargo train crash. Debris just blanketing that entire area. But that's not what it is. It's actually the aftermath of looters raiding cargo containers in LA, and it's been happening for months. Union Pacific Railroad says in the past year the thefts have added up to about $5 million in claims and losses. And today our news station crew found what appeared to be important packages abandoned. Things like COVID test kits, arthritis medication, face masks, and family portraits. Nancy Wu is live along the tracks. Nancy, any clue as to how and why this is happening? I mean, that's an absolute mess out there.
I know, and it's basically easy pickings. So we have just this extraordinary scene out here. Thousands of boxes along the tracks. They're either already damaged or already emptied. And this is not a new problem. Union Pacific tells News Nation that over the past year, rail thefts up by 160%. Union Pacific trains roll through a sea of packages, the rejected spoils of thieves targeting train cargo in downtown LA. Today we ran into a worker contracted for clear Nation captured someone helping themselves to what appeared to be Beauty Rest charcoal Lux pillows worth about $80. In a statement, UP expressed concern about increased cargo thefts in California, adding, "We have increased the number of Union Pacific special agents on patrol, and we have utilized and explored additional technologies to help us combat this criminal activity." UP also criticized LA County DA George Gascon for only filing misdemeanor charges against more than 100 criminals who have been arrested over the past year, arguing that light punishment encourages more criminals.
It doesn't matter what time it is. It could be broad daylight. You just don't care.
Now, in statements, Amazon and UPS expressed concern and a commitment to customers. A lot of these boxes have West Coast addresses, many here in LA. This particular box supposed to be in Stockton, California, but we've also seen addresses for Oregon and Washington and over in Nevada. Nicole?
Yeah, I gotta say there it is. I mean, the video, the pictures really do tell the story here. Excellent reporting. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of News Nation's fact-driven.
Shalom, and give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yeshua Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles for the edification and knowledge, and to Wadi Yahweh Shem Yeshua put in the spirit of elders and apostles so we can know this truth and knowledge, learn this truth and knowledge. Call holy Yahweh Shem Yeshua Bashim Rakakadash. Give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yeshua Bashim Rakakadash. Video reports relating to thefts, thieves breaking into rail cars to steal goods. ABC 7 in Los Angeles, Inside Edition. CBS Evening News. Thieves raid cargo containers in Los Angeles. So they breaking in those the railroad those carts in, and there's a bunch of supplies that are going across the country, man. You got all kinds of trash and debris all over the railroads from them breaking in, from that stuff. So that's where we're in. Let's go to 2nd Ezra real quick. Second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe into the world and them that dwell therein. So that's a warning for destruction for the people in the world. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. The modern day gun is the sword. Modern day gun and any other form of weaponry that can be used. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, princes, nor the princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a lot of sedition, insurrection, violent uprising, mutiny, uproars of the people, civil unrest, civil protest, lots of protests all over the world. Over social, economical, financial, over certain requirements that's going on currently right now. So they protesting hellishly over those things, those various variety of issues. And they not regarding the kings and princes, man. So they standing up to the powers to be in their respective areas, man. Number 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able. So a man's going to desire to go to and fro to another city and they shall not be able to. That's martial law. That's lockdown. That's curfews. Essential business. We experienced that a little bit here in this country. relating to medical martial law, they call it. Essential travel only, curfews, restrictions. That's going to increase in various countries experiencing that of the past and currently now, man. So, and you're going to see more increase of that to come, man. And it's going to be one day where it's going to be made known by you going to see certain things, man, tanks and different things. So that's to come. For because of their pride, the city shall be in trouble, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Because of their pride, all these troubles are coming upon them. 2 Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done in the latter times because of what? Pride. Pride is the reason why these calamities and different types of troubles are coming upon them, man. And the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. So that house is going to be destroyed, home invasion, looting, riot, and men shall be afraid because of the things that's going on, the state and condition relating to these things going on, man. It sounds like a movie to most people outside looking in, but these things are going to happen, man, and they are happening. For example, look at that in Los Angeles, the thieves breaking into railroads to break it to get supplies, man, and for people for example, from Los Angeles to Seattle to Las Vegas, all those supplies are going to certain destinations across the country, man. And so they were breaking into it, and those things to take what they want, man. Valuable things, things that's needed for certain people, man. But the point is, that's the state of condition of how society, we precursively are coming into that. Seeing, and that's a good example of that, what's happening for that. Second Ezra 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So a neighbor is not going to have pity upon a neighbor, especially when they need food, supplies, and different things. But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. That's home invasion, man. Because of a lack of what? A lack of bread, man. So they're going to lack of victuals, a lack of supplies. So they're going to home invade. They're going to loot and riot these private entities, houses. There was an article showing a lot of these rich houses in certain, believe out in California, were being broken into, man. So that's the kind of things that precursorily happen, man. So you're going to see people breaking into POV, private homes and stuff, POHs and private entities and businesses. You had that experience relating to the looting, rioting in these very stores, breaking into, for example, the Walmarts and the Walgreens and pretty much people just taking what they want. And one of those videos talking about the thieves, man, they just giving them misdemeanors, man. So pretty much getting them a slap on the wrist where they can go back out and do it again, man. Second Ezra 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, using a gun, and spoil their goods. So they're going to spoil their goods, ravage and spoil their goods and everything else in that establishment that they're ravaging. Because of a lack of bread, which is food, supplies, victuals, for a great tribulation. That's the times we're coming into, man. Let's go to 2 Ezra 8:50. Second Ezra 8:50. For many great misery shall be done to them in the latter times, shall dwell in the world. These great miseries, calamities, troubles, different types of diversities and adversities are going to come upon these people in the latter times. We in the latter times, man. Because they walked in great pride, wickedness. That's why the Lord is beginning to visit the world which he has made, man. Measure thy time diligently in itself, man. So the Lord is beginning to visit this place, man. Visitation upon this place, man. Look at the state of society, man. Look at the things that's going on, man. That's proof clear and cut. Let's go to Isaiah 19. Number 2, I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, citizen versus citizen, man. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. So that's the dynamic of how people are going to be. And you're seeing that tensions, the imminent threat relating to Russia and Ukraine, these proxy wars. These are the things that's happening, man. The intensification of these things, man. Second Timothy's And know also this, in the last days perilous times shall come. Perilous times goes to bad times, man. Now 2 Timothy 3:1 talks about the characteristics and the traits that people are going to have regarding dealing with one another in the latter times, which are now. So we in the precursor stages. They're exhibiting these things right now, but really in the latter times, especially. I'll give you an example. For men shall be lover of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemer, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. So that's the characteristic of these people, how they're going to be in the times to come, man. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, lacking control, fierce, which is savage, despisers those that are good, man. And that will be the righteous, man, who coming in, and the believers are coming in the truth, relating this truth and knowledge, man. They're going to have a certain disdain, a certain dislike towards ones who are relating to are in the faith and the truth, man, the believers, man. Second Ezra talk about those they're gonna come in a certain manner. I'm gonna get the scripture, Lord willing. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce despisers, those that are good, treaty, traitors, heedy, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than the lovers of God. So they're of themselves, man. So these are certain characteristics that people are going to have in the times now, because they displaying these things, and it's definitely the times to come. Let's go to 2nd Esdras 16. Shalakia. There shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoil and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. And that relates to the pending persecution relating to the Lord's people. That's that persecution, man. That's going to happen, man. This was something short. Hope it helps in some way. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yashab Bashem Rakakadash. Brother Zayal means wolf. Hope it helps. Shalom. Thanks.